to play exactly how the R-Lot plays.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 2. It's underway. It's lights out and away we go. In Indonesia, starting off in the blue, Cambodia on the red. But this time, changes has been made, especially for Indonesia. They need to be able to redeem themselves from the first game. Quite a bit of mistakes that they've made, or, you know, Cambodia preventing themselves from making that mistakes.
I think at the very least this time around, Team Indonesia does pack a lot more damage and also the kill. 𝗜𝗓𝗓 already popping on Revitalize.
𝗓𝗓 taking a lot of hits. 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓 on that backside, dealing the damage, dealing the follow through. And Indonesia still able to push them back. 𝗘𝗦𝗓𝗓 still dominating the lane down the bottom side.
Yep. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, working on the enemy beetle right there, just to kind of show who's boss. But you can see like a lot more aggression coming out from Team Indonesia though, but I want to see a little bit more control coming out from Team Indonesia. Team Cambodia, on the other hand, this is a roster, or at the very least, in the early game, we did not expect them to do a lot of damage compared to Team Indonesia.
But that's the aggression, the counter-aggression from 𝗜𝗓𝗓. Look at where 𝗜𝗓𝗓 is, down in purple buff. He knows that he doesn't have that retribution. He wants to contest for this one. Cambodia making beeline towards the purple buff. 𝗖𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 is right there. 𝗜𝗓𝗓 goes over the wall. He is safe for now, but first blood over to 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓. That's the punish, that's the pullback though. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 might be in the spot of bother. But Cambodia will not be able to finish.
𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓 laying down the damage from afar, picking our first blood for himself. I don't know whether this is worth it for the side of Team Cambodia, but 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓.
Team 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓.
Team 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, right, of course, sorry about that. Level 3 though, was able to be picked, secured by the side of 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 this early on, with the fact that you've got the 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 a little bit slower in terms of EXP, but giving a kill over to 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, I'm not too sure whether that's a good idea.
I think 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 was a little bit playing a little bit too far ahead from the rest of the team. I think he had the right idea. He knew that 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 didn't have the retribution, so he wanted to counter re-engage on that front. Now 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 rolling over the deep. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 steals it up. Indonesia picks up that turtle. Then the spin as a counter re-engage. Cambodia knew they came in a little bit too close, but that's the charge, and that's the kill. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 taking control, taking out that ruby.
Early game priority. Team Indonesia was not happy about the results of that game earlier. They resetted the mental and they're back into that game. 2 kills right off the bat. Flicker was already committed by the side. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 as well. They drove by with 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, sneak the turtle away from Team Cambodia.
Indonesia, a lot of signs of life, a lot of adjustments has been made, a lot of locker room talks, and they are all waking up this time around. Take a look at this fight. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 just rolled over the deep, and there's no one there to stop him.
And I don't think, you know, Team Cambodia is also ready at all. The heavy spin came in a little bit too late. Of course, this is a 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 early game. He can just punch, and all of a sudden the members from the side of Team Cambodia has to make a run for it.
Indonesia playing fire, fight, fire. If Cambodia wants to go for a death ball team fight, Indonesia's gonna do the same. As long as Kim is safe and sound and protected by 3 beefy boys, she's just gonna do that. Damage and 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 will have a good day, a good time. It's gonna get that follow through.
Yep. As long as 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 was left uncontested by the side of Team Cambodia, 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓's going to output a lot of damage like that one. Yeah, it seems like you don't really need the Beyblade, don't really need the Valentina, you just need constant solid DPS, because Team Cambodia so far is unable to reach 𝗜𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓.
Yep, and the top side already almost broken through, half health for that turret. Still left standing. Cambodia has to respond 20 seconds until the turtle spawns up as Indonesia still very passive. You have to deal with the Kimmy. Cambodia needs to find a way to close the gap, try to reach that Kimmy, try to shut her down before he does any more damage. Standard
emblem so far for everybody. Agree what they're packing into this particular fight. Of course, this match point for the side of Team Cambodia. So far, Team Indonesia is working very well.
That's the collapse, that's the deletion. Underneath the turret he goes. That is the heavy spin, locking a far to the wall. But he managed to get out. That is the frame-by-frame moment, but won't be enough. He went a little bit too deep, so greedy. There's a guy. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 only makes the fall. There's the punish, there's the price to pay. But Indonesia, so worth it. You took down the Kai and took down 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓.
Worth it, man. Really super worth it. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓 luckily does have the does not have the retry. may actually could actually try to basically steal that. And once again, Team Cambodia faces the problem that they cannot reach the damage coming up from 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏. If you take a look, even though 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏 using the Wave of Dragon base to try to isolate the members, but with the high loss intel and also the revitalized park as well, they're more than happy to basically handshake and also start the turret dive as well. And 𝗖𝗓𝗍𝒑𝗓 on this 𝗓𝗓𝗍𝒑 is just doing a lot of damage.
Oh, Ty flew too close to the sun. The light wheels will shut him down once again. Indonesia having a good time this time around. 𝗑𝗏 all left all alone. That's the 4-man collapse. And 𝗑𝗏 can't seem to find any breathing room.
Yep, this is revenge circle by the side of Team Indonesia against Team Cambodia earlier on. Right now, at the very least, they do have some form of response as well because of the early game potential that Team Indonesia has done. 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 was able to secure 2 kills as well, so which means that you expect him to start to snowball, start to escalate down in the gold lane.
You know, Cambodia in the early to mid game definitely going to suffer a little bit more in the damage department. They have quite a bit of crowd control, but if Indonesia keeps on doing what they're doing, they're pushing through, they're ramping up the momentum, shifting into high gears. Cambodia not even having time to breathe, no one to protect that bottom side. High immediately shut down as well. Flanks coming in from all angles. Then maybe Indonesia would be able to stomp through to Cambodia, but I wouldn't count Cambodia off just yet. They have been in this sticky situations before.
The Glorious Pathway is such a good ability for the side of Team Indonesia right now, right? Because you can drag the Kimi along with you, and then after that land down the damage. Ooh,
it's a double stun, but 𝗏𝗏𝗏 should be fine for now.
Yep, still not too shabby either, but of course when you talk about later parts of the game, 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 will scale out of control, and now with Team Cambodia starting losing a lot of resources around the turtle themselves. Flicker already committed by 𝗖𝗓𝗍𝒑𝗓.
Still able to get out safe though. I'm offended also used up. Indonesia looking for advantages all across that map. Turtle just easily taken down by Indonesia. No contest by Cambodia on the top side though. High taking a lot of damage, and typically you want to run that Ruby, okay? Trying to block off that escape route. That's going to be the Crimson Beacon, trying to pull that Kimi up to safety. The jetpack will get him out and alive. The Flicker already used up. 𝗖𝗓𝗍𝒑𝗓 also used up all the combos. It's a major combo coming in. High, the lane is inevitable doom, and so does 𝗏𝗏, as both fall by the hands of Indonesia once again, giving up this free and easy kills over to Indonesia.
5K gold lead in the 7-minute mark. 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 playing a perfect game. 𝗖𝗓𝗍𝒑𝗓 as well. The punches coming in is actually slowing down 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏, right? 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 is a Ruby that relies on the constant amount of skills to be able to be that pseudo tank. But if you're constantly CCing with the Law and Order, 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 crashing onto him, and also the immobilize coming off, and 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗑𝗓𝗓 is more than happy to just punch him down to the ground even before she could actually regen.
It's that, and also it's the blue side buff, Jace. Whenever teams play in the blue side, you always have a great time. You're just look at his instant replay. You're just taking one after another. No one is just shutting 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 down. No one's controlling this Kimi. Even if you get a shot, even if you get a pullback, you got that Purify, you got the jetpack, you're getting it out, and you're taunting 𝗏𝗏𝗏, and that's the recall over there as well. You got the heavy spin, you got the traction fall. So lock 2 members into place. Indonesia has just so much damage. 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 just fighting it through, fighting the damage head to head.
I'm not too sure whether the 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 actually caught 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏, or 𝗏𝗏𝗓 actually caught 𝗏𝗏, right? 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 literally melt down the Akai as the Heaven's been ongoing, right? Even though it's pushed, and now it's going to be the Claw. Hopefully he's able to do some damage. Will not be able to find anything though.
The 𝗔𝗓𝗓 was built. His attack speed is not as high. It's so valuable towards the side of Indonesia. Now that the Claw is still in the early stages, doesn't have the core items already built up yet. It's not too much of a threat to Indonesia, but 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 is to Cambodia.
𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 is clean up bottom lane turret, right? Well, Team Cambodia is too busy with the 4-man for the side of Team Indonesia. But hold on a second, Lord.
A bunch right here, the heavy spin. Will Cambodia be able to do it? They secure the turtle as Cambodia finds themselves some time. There is a sliver of hope. The Crimson Beacon will pull everyone back. 𝗑𝗏 just free hitting on the back side. They took 𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 down. Cambodia They're fighting back.
Yeah, at the very least, this is a time where, you know, Team Indonesia is starting to lose the priority. 𝗔𝗓𝗓 earlier just now was getting hammered down by that Juicing. The Juicing came in, swooped in with the Crimson Beacon. This is it. This is now. It is support for the side of the Kai. And then after that, just steal the Lord away. And this is an amazing value coming out of Team Cambodia. They have a chance back into this game for now.
Immediately shutting down 𝗓𝗏. What a play by Nam. He knows he's down. He knows he had that one job, and he did it. Taking a look at the replay, coming in the right time, pushing everyone back. 𝗓𝗏 was so busy handled by Ty.
Yeah, and look at the Crimson Beacon in the nick of time, and also, unfortunately, they don't really need the Blazing Duet at all, because it is just Juicing being annoying, right? 𝗔𝗓𝗓 and also 𝗓𝗏 is the unfortunate targets from the side. Team Cambodia earlier just now, once these two are down, Team Indonesia ran out of steam, not enough damage, and then after that they just got hammered on.
𝗓𝗏 will start the charge as distraction pulse, pulling the Kai back. The Immobilize will come through. Red carpet will block everyone into escape. There's Ty taken down. 𝗔𝗓𝗓 going for a double. 𝗔𝗓𝗓 is there with the damage. 𝗓𝗏 will take down another. 3 members down for Cambodia. The punish will come through. Indonesia will not let that Lord slip up slide.
Yeah, that's okay coming outside of Team Indonesia. At the very least, they recover from that small little mistake. And then after that, they return the favor twice-fold back into Team Cambodia. 3 members from the side of them down as well. And now they may be looking to pop the holy defense.
Cambodia still the front line. Not as front line anymore. Indonesia still has a lot of damage, a lot of penetration. It takes a lot for Nam to stay at least 2 seconds. Take a look at the replay. It's just a split fight, Jace.
It is, I think the fact is, it's just so hard for the side of Team Cambodia to actually activate the Ruby. Don't forget, in this particular patch, Ruby did receive a massive damage boost. And I think that was the main Ruby damage that was able to allow Team Cambodia to win this fight. And then after that, 𝗖𝗏 goes all the way in with the Crimson Beacon to basically clean up shop.
With that one decision that Nam made in the early game, the aggression that he wanted to bring out just because Indonesia invaded his jungle. They're playing on the back foot, but Cambodia still has that light. They stole that Lord. They had a pretty mental play that Indonesia doesn't want to let slide. So will they be able to repeat that?
I think it's all about positioning coming up from the Ruby, right? And also Team Indonesia, I think they need to split up 𝗓𝗏 and also 𝗔𝗓𝗓 as much as possible. Top side.
𝗓𝗏 starting to charge as the arm offended. Over onto the box, getting popped back. The rest of the charge immediately melted down. Ty cannot withstand the damage coming in from the Kimmy and the carry, both.
I'm not a big fan of that Ruby hook, but I'm offended by the way Team Cambodia hooked in 𝗓𝗏 thinking that he's actually burstable by the side of Team Cambodia. But no, 𝗓𝗏 is still relevant in this particular patch, particular time, right? Level 14, and I think it's all 𝗓𝗏 is doing a lot of damage to the Kai.
Down low, the Ruby immediately melted. 𝗓𝗏 wants to lead the charge. The Lantern will land and pull someone up. There's a UFO, but Indonesia, they want to stay disciplined. They're still just waiting for that Lord.
Yep, Team Indonesia right here. Perfect game in the early game, earlier on just now. And then after that, they got that 8K goalie in the pockets. And of course, you know, 𝗓𝗏 is just way too huge right now. Concentrated energy to make sure they stay.
Almost taking down 𝗔𝗓𝗓 though. 𝗖𝗏 with a pretty good play, but no follow-up from Cambodia. Distraction pulse will pull Nam into place once again. Take a lot of damage. A lot of penetration coming in from just that Kimmy. Taking down that turret as well. The pushback onto Alexander. So no more high loss for this team fight. They're going up next. It's down way too deep. Ty falls again. Carry just way too strong, melting everyone down. Head to after another, one after another falls. Cambodia can't keep their castle alive.
They managed to hold on as much as they can around the mid, but it's a little bit too much damage coming off inside Team Indonesia to pick up a good consolation prize in the form of Alexander. 𝗖𝗓𝗓𝗓 come in, punch the turret, and then after that, he bucks out.
Base almost barren at the very least. Cambodia still save that T3 up on that top side.
Yeah, if you notice how the team fight is going in, T is unable to find the pickup, and after that, once the 𝗔𝗓𝗓 is just there, that kick makes him a little more safer. The members from the side of Team Cambodia wasn't able to follow up. Still, the problem is in 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏. 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏 is just free hitting from the back line. Nobody from the side of Team Cambodia was able to collapse onto him. I think it's about the Ruby. Hopefully, the Ruby was able to just, land a flicker I'm offender onto 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏, and then after that, just find a catch and then burst him down.
Lars pathway, just to push Cambodia back. Intimidation factor, intimidation tool by Indonesia. So far ahead. 10K goal lead, Jays. How can Cambodia claw their way back up? What is the play that they're looking for? In Indonesia, it seems like they're pulling them into the jungle.
Yeah, I think just Team Cambodia, just stay at base, right? I think that's the only way to do it. Focus on the wave clear, use the juice in the wave clear, and also hopefully Pavin as well. 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, on the other hand, I think hook somebody right into the turret. I think they need to try to play pickoff. The same strategy they did in game number 1. I heard a Quincy play.
Yeah, they're going straight for 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗓. Doesn't have the BMI out of the way. He will be the next target, though. The heavy spin will push 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏 into position. 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏 does not have enough damage. The 𝗓𝗏𝗏 bought a little bit of time for Cambodia to stay out safe, but the damage will not come through, though. You're suffering a little bit, Jays.
Yeah, 𝗜𝗏𝗓𝗏 is just outputting so much damage to shred onto the 𝗓𝗏𝗏. The 𝗓𝗏𝗏 can only do the heavy spin and try to isolate and try to push him to the wall. But unfortunately, that means that Team Cambodia wasn't able to reach towards this Kimi as well, because nobody from the side of Cambodia is ready to basically start the fight, right? 𝗘𝗏𝗏𝗓𝗏 is too busy defending the base at the same time, and also 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗏 on this Ruby is unable to contribute much. He's mostly like a utility right now.
𝗏𝗏𝗏 tries to zone everyone back out. The red carpet already laid down by 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏 as well. There's so much damage onto the 𝗓𝗏𝗏. Nan cannot risk this Lord take. 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 lands onto 𝗓𝗏𝗓𝗏𝗏, pulling him in close. But look at that flank. You got 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏 on the back side.
T looking for an angle, trying to find thing right. The Lord is getting busted down. No way for the side of Team Cambodia to go on in.
That's the trigger. That's the pull. The wind of nature already popped up. There's a pull back on 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏. Stay too close to the sun. The immortality also popped up. Glorious pathway pulling everyone in. There's the 𝗓𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 as well. Down goes Ruby. The next member of the fall. Hold them a little bit too close. They can't hold it on. As Cambodia back on the defense though. Blazing the red, last ditch effort. This is it. Indonesia will secure game number 2.
Man, 𝗜𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏 ends off the game in a convincing maniac. What a play coming out of Team Indonesia.